Hi, everybody. This is Dana. Happy Monday, and I'm so excited to talk to you. But I'm going to talk to you about a topic that is not comfortable for many of you. Lots of you have told me, I want to recruit, I want to be a team leader, I want to move up, I want to be a director, and I have zero recruits. And I want to talk to all of you today. If you haven't had a recruit in the last 10 days, you need to watch this video. And so if you're here and you're watching me, lots of love, lots of hearts, lots of likes, that means it all gets shown all over the place. So please do that. And then also, if you find value with this, hashtag value. And if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. We just want to make sure that we get this message out to everybody. Hi, I'm so glad you're here and you're with us. If you haven't had a recruit, it's time to get your head on straight. And this is where you do a checkup from the neck up, because one of two things is happening. Either you are not talking to anybody, or you are trying to get people to say yes right away. And there's got to be some ground in between that. So think about this. If I'm not talking to anybody, I promise you, 0 interviews equals 0 recruits. I'm not great at math, but I know that math for sure. If you're not inviting people, you're just saying, oh, join my group. Now I'll tell you what doesn't work. Putting a video up that says, oh, I love my business and here's how much money you make and it's so great, and that is not going to get you recruits, period. That is push out marketing, and that is no different than a commercial. That is not going to engage people and bring them in so that they want to know more about you. If you can find a way to get them to want to find more about you, something like this. I'm looking for people in Alabama. Let me know if you know anybody in Alabama. I didn't say anything about the business. Nothing about, oh, come and recruit and join my team in Alabama. Just mention where you're looking for. And so I'm looking for people who live in Iowa. I'm looking for people who live in Texas, whatever. And then your friends are going to comment, what for, and then you private message them. That's where you create the relationship. People aren't going to say, now, if you do get somebody who likes your post that says, here's how much money you can make, I need recruits, blah, 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 probably you can recruit them. But the only people that are liking that video are the ones that are, yeah, I get all this agreement, that's right. It's the ones that are your friends that are already in your direct selling company. They're saying, yeah, that sounds great, that's wonderful. That doesn't help you at all to recruit. So 2 things you need to remember. Are you on this end? Or are you on this end? This end is I'm not even inviting anybody. I'm just putting out there and posting. And the other end is I'm telling all about it, and I'm asking people to join me without ever telling them the nuts and the bolts. There is a better way, folks. And if you've hung around this for very long, it's called OCI. Observe, compliment, invite. But you know what? That takes effort, and that takes a relationship, and that takes you deciding that you're going to get out of yourself and get out of your own way and invite people to hear about your business opportunity. And it's as simple as this. If you're texting, Mary, I've been thinking about you, and you are so fun to be with. I would love, well, let me back up, Mary. I don't know if you want to join my team or not, but I'd love to have a conversation with you about it. You're inviting them. That's the first invite to the conversation. And then if Mary says, oh no, Dana, I don't think so, it's not my deal, I can't sell, you know what, Mary, I don't know if you can or not. All I'm asking you for is a conversation. I'm not calling to see if you want to sell XYZ. I'm calling to see, I'm writing to see if I can tell you about it, because it might be for you and it might not be for you. But the more that I tell people about it and get the word out, the better it is. And trust me, the more you get the word out, the more you're going to be confident talking about your opportunity, the more you're going to be asking for referrals. If it's not for you, then who do you know who's like you, who is fun, who is engaging, who is a self-starter, whatever it is you're looking for. So I really believe that middle ground between sell my product and I'm not doing anything is OCI, and it's inviting enough people to hear about your company that you get those conversations. Now, you're going to have to invite a lot of people, and it can't be a blast. It can't be an email blast. If I was going to, if I was going to invite you to my wedding or something personal to come to my dinner for house, I would not put that on Facebook. Anybody wants to come to dinner, come on over. No, I wouldn't do that, right? What would I do? I would call you. I would text you. I'd say, I want to invite you to come over. So you want to invite them to hear about it. You want to invite them. Do you have a minute on the phone? If you know them well, then you call them and say, you know what, Tom, I've been thinking about you for a really long time, and I think you'd be so good in my business, but let me back up. I'm not calling to see if you want to sell XYZ. I'm just calling to see if I can tell you about it. And if you want to do it, great. And if you don't, that's okay. And then if Tom says, no, Dana, I am not interested in hearing about it, then I say, you know what, Tom, I'm not going to stalk you. I promise. Let me tell you about it once, and then if I see you at church, if I see you at the grocery store, I'm not going to be saying, oh, you should sell, because that's what really turns people off. It's when you don't take no for an answer, and that's what makes you sound like you're pushy. So I would guess that most of the people who are watching this are not inviting enough people to hear about the opportunity. They may be just inviting them to an opportunity call, or inviting them to a Facebook Live, or inviting them to a next meeting, and they're not inviting them to a real live conversation about our product. Just pushing off and sending them, a PDF that says how great your company is, isn't going to do squat. You've got to invite more people. This is a relationship business, folks. 0 interviews equals 0 recruits. So I'm going to challenge each and every one of you to invite. Use the 3-foot rule. Everyone around you, observe them, find out what you like about them, and say, you know what, not for nothing, but I'm in love with my company, and we're looking for people like you who are blah, 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 and I would just love to tell you about it. Do you have a couple minutes? Can I tell you about it? Can I get your name and number? Can I tell you about it? What are they going to say? No or yes? It's that simple. Nobody that you walk up to is going to smack you or shoot you with an Uzi. And I just know. Now, if you got value out of this, and if you know that you've not been inviting, or if you've been announcing too much, I really want you to hashtag value. And if you're watching this replay, and I know I talk really fast, so you can listen over and over again, hashtag replay. We want you all to grow your business the best possible way that you can. And we know what works. And so we just want to challenge each and every one of you to OCI. Invite them first to hear about it, not just to join your company. Have a great week, everybody. And I would love to hear posts about how it's going throughout the week as you OCI. Bye.